Welcome to Doctor's Insight. Have you found yourself puzzled by the new HMRC rules that came into effect on the 1st of January 2024? You're not alone. Firstly, kindly subscribe to our channel on YouTube for more educating and enlightening content to help shape your financial journey. The HMRC, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, is the department responsible for collecting taxes, paying some forms of state support, and administering other regulatory regimes. Essentially, they're the folks who ensure the government's coffers are filled so that public services can run smoothly. But let's cut to the chase. The HMRC has introduced a new set of rules. So what's changed? Well, a few things actually. First off, there's a greater emphasis on digitalization. The HMRC wants to make tax management simpler and more efficient. So they're encouraging everyone to go digital. Essentially, they're saying goodbye to paper and hello to pixels. Next, there's a change in how self-assessment taxpayers file their returns. This is a big one, folks. The deadline for self-assessment tax returns is now a month earlier. That's right, you now have 1 month less to get all your paperwork in order. Also, there's been a shift in focus towards promoting fairness. The HMRC wants to ensure everyone pays what they owe, nothing less, nothing more. They've introduced new measures to tackle tax evasion and avoidance, making it harder for the dishonest to slip through the cracks. But why all these changes? Well, the HMRC believes that these new rules will make tax management more straightforward, fairer, and more efficient. They aim to help taxpayers understand and meet their tax obligations more easily. It's a lot to take in, we know. But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate these changes. We're going to break them down, one by one, and explain how they might affect different groups of people, like online sellers, taxpayers, and UK residents. Now that we've briefly outlined the new rules, let's delve into how they might affect you. As an online seller, you might be wondering how these changes could impact your business. In the ever-evolving world of e-commerce, new tax regulations can often mean a significant shift in how you conduct your operations. With the new HMRC rules coming into effect on the 1st of January 2024, online sellers across the UK are bracing themselves for a potential sea change. One of the key areas of impact could be your tax liability. Depending on the nature of your business and the specifics of the new rules, you might find yourself subject to different tax rates or new tax categories. This could mean an increase or decrease in your overall tax burden, which is why it's crucial to get a clear understanding of the changes. Next, let's talk about reporting obligations. The new HMRC rules might introduce new forms or reporting requirements for online sellers. This could mean more paperwork and administrative tasks, but it's a crucial part of staying on the right side of the law. Remember, failing to comply with reporting obligations can result in hefty fines and penalties. Compliance requirements could also see a change. This could include new record-keeping protocols, changes in payment processes, or even alterations to how you track and report sales. It's important to keep abreast of these changes, as they can impact your day-to-day operations and long-term business strategy. The introduction of new tax rules is often a mixed bag for businesses. While they can pose challenges and necessitate changes in your operations, they also present opportunities to streamline processes and make your business more efficient. It's all about understanding the changes and adapting your business practices accordingly. In conclusion, the new HMRC rules are set to bring about significant changes for online sellers. While it might seem overwhelming, it's important to remember that staying informed and adapting to changes is part and parcel of running a successful online business. Online sellers must stay informed and adapt to these changes to ensure they remain compliant and avoid unnecessary penalties. If you're a taxpayer, there's a good chance these new rules will affect you too. As we delve into the third scene of our exploration, let's focus on how the new HMRC rules are set to impact the taxpayers. Now, one of the most significant changes that has been introduced is, quite possibly, the adjustment in tax rates. Depending on your income bracket, you could be paying slightly more or less than you did in previous years. Therefore, it's crucial to understand where you fall under the new tax structure. Now let's move on to deductions. Deductions essentially reduce the amount of your income that is subject to tax. With the onset of the new rules, some deductions that you may have previously claimed might no longer be applicable. On the flip side, there may also be new deductions introduced that you could benefit from. For instance, there's talk of a potential increase in the standard deduction, which could prove to be a boon for many taxpayers. On to the filing procedures. The HMRC is known for its efforts to streamline and simplify the tax filing process. With the new rules, they've taken another step in that direction. The tax return filing process has been reformed, with an emphasis on making it more user-friendly. It's aimed at reducing the complexity and the time it takes to file your taxes. However, with change often comes a period of adjustment. It might take a bit of time to familiarize yourself with the new procedures. But don't worry, the HMRC has pledged to provide ample guidance and support to ensure a smooth transition. And finally, let's talk about penalties. As with any tax system, there are penalties for non-compliance. The new rules have revised some of these penalties, so it's important to be aware of the potential consequences of failing to meet your tax obligations under the new system. Taxpayers should take note of these changes to ensure they meet their obligations and take advantage of any potential benefits. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about these changes, the better prepared you'll be to navigate the new tax landscape. So keep an eye on the HMRC's official communications for updates and clarifications. But what about if you're just a regular UK resident, not an online seller or a taxpayer? Well, you might still be affected. Indeed, the new HMRC rules won't just impact the pockets of taxpayers and online sellers. They're set to ripple across the wider UK community, touching on public services, benefits, and other areas that are integral to our daily lives. Let's take a look at some of the key areas where we might see effects. Firstly, there's public services. It's no secret that the funding for these comes from our taxes. So changes to tax rules could potentially affect how much money is available for services like the NHS, education and transport. While it's too early to predict specifics, it's something to keep an eye on. Then there's benefits. Some UK residents might be on benefits, and it's important to note that changes in tax rules could impact these as well. For example, if the new rules change the amount of tax collected, this could indirectly affect the pot of money available for benefits. Another area to consider is the wider economy. Taxes are a major source of revenue for the government, and changes to these can have a ripple effect on the economy as a whole. This could impact everything from the cost of living to the job market. Moreover, these new rules could also affect things like loan interest rates. As we know, the Department for Education has confirmed changes to loan interest rates. These rates can have a substantial impact on how much you end up paying back on loans, so any changes here could affect UK residents. Lastly, let's not forget about the environment. The government's commitment to making 80% of new cars and 70% of new vans sold in Great Britain zero emission by 2030, increasing to 100% by 2035, could be influenced by these new tax rules. While these changes might seem complex, it's important for all UK residents to understand them and adjust their plans accordingly. We've covered a lot of ground today discussing the new HMRC rules. Let's take a moment to revisit the key points and ensure we've grasped the essence of these changes. At the heart of these new rules is a set of changes designed to streamline the tax system, making it more efficient and transparent for all parties involved. We've seen how these changes can have a significant impact on different groups, particularly online sellers, taxpayers, and UK residents. For online sellers, the new rules aim to make the process of managing and paying taxes simpler and more straightforward. The changes should help create a level playing field, ensuring that all sellers, no matter their size, contribute their fair share to the public coffers. Taxpayers, on the other hand, need to be aware of the changes in how their tax liabilities are calculated and reported. The new rules are designed to make the tax system more transparent. But this also means that taxpayers need to be more proactive in understanding their tax obligations and ensuring they meet them. For UK residents, the changes are part of an effort to ensure that the tax system is fair and equitable. The new rules aim to ensure that everyone pays their fair share and that the system is robust enough to support the services and infrastructure that UK residents rely on. In essence, these new HMRC rules are about creating a tax system that is fit for the 21st century, one that is transparent, efficient, and fair. While these changes may seem complex, they are designed to make life easier for everyone involved in the long run. So, as we move forward into this new era of taxation, it's crucial that we all take the time to understand these changes and how they impact us. Whether you're an online seller, a taxpayer, or a resident, these new rules will play a vital role in shaping your financial future. Stay informed, stay prepared, and remember, understanding these changes is the first step to navigating them successfully. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share, and comment your opinion. Thank you for watching.